Okay, so before we start this video, I want to apologize for the audio in this video. It kind of sounds a little, I guess I want to say pixelated. I did not realize this until after I put all the video recordings into the editing program that I use, and yeah, so I promise the next video I do, the audio is gonna sound like this right now instead of what you're about to hear. So please bear with me through this one. And with that said, if you guys stick around until the end of the video, there is a nice little bonus for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, I know it's been a while since you've seen this face of mine. I've been quite busy, and well, maybe you don't know, but if you are in my Discord, you know about the computer issues I've been having as of late. I'm pretty sure I have figured out what the issue is. The problem is I gotta buy some parts, so I'm down to one RAM stick right now, so I'm just gonna be taking it light, not do any streaming for now until I could get this thing fixed. But that doesn't mean I can't record any videos. I feel like that's a little bit less of a load than what streaming would be. I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about. But anyways, I really enjoyed our talking realism streams, and I wanted to do something that kind of continued that, but I wanted to flip it or switch it or bop it or boop it into a video instead of a stream. So here we are. I added everyone in our Discord and asked what your guys' favorite subjects are, or interests, or what have you. And the first response we got was from Sandbox DJ. We're still in the Discord, by the way. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys stuck around through my nonsense of, kind of being away for a while, and I want to thank you guys, like, for real. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me, and it just goes to show me how loyal you guys are, or not loyal. I don't know. How would I describe this? It shows me how much you guys actually care for me, I guess. I don't know. But anywho, let's get on with it, alright? So, game Sandbox DJ. Oh, by the way, I want to inform you guys, I'm not wearing any pants right now. I'm just totally kidding. I'm wearing pants. Oh, wait, nope. I'm just kidding. They're not pants. They are pajamas. I tricked you, didn't I? You probably thought I was in my undies. Well, I am, but those are under my pajama. Anywho, let's go ahead and jump right into this video, shall we? Let's do this. All right. So, Sandbox DJ. It's good to see you're still around, man. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I appreciate you. I want you to know that. All right. So, you said your interest is reptiles. So, let's dig into some reptiles. Let's do a little research into some reptilians. Oh God, that made me think of aliens. Reptiles. What are we gonna learn here? A reptile. Let's look on Wikipedia. Let's inform ourselves. Anyways. Oh, also, I apologize for my... Whoa, look at my head right here. It's all veiny. Why is my head getting all veiny? It's weird. Anywho, let's check out some reptilians, shall we? Damn, son. The class Reptilia comprises turtles, crocodilians, I like that word, crocodilians, snakes, amphibians. Oh my good God. Oh, that's a worm. Why did you just say worm, my friend? Just say worm. We'll all know what you're talking about if you say worm. God dang it. Lizards, Archosaurs. Oh, damn, that thing's a little cutie. Look at him. Oh, damn, I want one. And their extinct relatives. The study of the traditional reptile orders, historically combined with that of modern amphibians, is called herpetology. Oh, frogs. Okay, I need to put on my handy-dandy reading glasses here so I look a little smarter than what I actually am. Oh, God. You guys know my secret now. I have not worn these things in a good while. A good, long while. Archosaurs and what are Archosaurs? You got a picture of that? Oh, damn. Look at that gaty behind that bird, just waiting for that bird to get close so we can snap it. Anywho. And more closely related to crocodilians than to any other modern animal, the clad reptilia could alternatively be defined as referring to animals more closely related to modern reptiles than to mammals. I don't know why I'm reading like that. This definition would make reptilia synonyms with the clad Cerosopedia. There's so many words on this page I don't know. I don't understand what I'm reading here. Let's scroll down a tiny bit. Damn, that's pretty cool. Look at that. I love looking at fossils. I don't know why. If you guys know me, you guys know I am into history sizzles, right? I'm like way into history. I love it. I love learning about our history. I mean, it's important to know where we came from, right? Another thing about history is, I forgot where I was going with that. Moving on. To the primitive anapsid reptiles. Molecular work has usually... I've been reading so many damn hard words that it's hard for me to read regular words now. As of 2013, only 3 turtle genomes have been sequenced. That's interesting. Why? Why not more? Sequence those genomes, those turtle gnomes. Formed from gastrulation, form the internal organs of the organism. My good Lord, you guys aren't going to learn anything from me. I can't read nothing. I am about done with these reptilians. Oh, damn. Is that snake eating another snake? My good God, man. That's cannibalism. Digestion. Reflecting their lower resting metabolism and their inability to divide and masticate their food. What the does masticate mean? Ooh, chewing. Why the hell can't people just say chewing? They gotta use these fancy words that no one, you know. Have you guys ever heard the word masticate before? Kind of sounds similar to something else that, you know, well, son of a gun, I lost my spot. Intelligence. Reptiles are generally considered less intelligent than mammals and birds. The size of their brain relative to their body is much less than that of mammals. Just like the dinosaurs, that's why they died. They got themselves extinct. It was their fault. Case closed. As our turtles, which are also considered to be social creatures and sometimes switch between monogamy and promiscuity in their sexual behavior. Oh my lordy. Those turtles get down and dirty. Camouflage and warning. Alternative defense in snakes, defense in crocodilians. What about the reptilians? Let's get it. Oh my goodness. They're real people. Look, they even dress up like us now. Oh my God, they are here. Better hide your kids, hide your wife, because they are here. Oh my good Lord. Look at that little blue frog. What a little cutie pie. What in tarnation? This frog's shitting out another leg. Oh, whoa. Okay, in all seriousness, that's fake. Look at that right there. That's fake. That ain't a real frog. I was almost deceived. The Komodo dragons are bad ass, though. Not gonna lie. Those things are something you do not want to mess with. They're very, apparently they're pretty poisonous too. Their saliva is poisonous. I don't know what else to look into about the reptilians or reptiles, Sandbox DJ. I hope what we covered was too satisfactory. I hope you guys learned something, as I have. Not. Moving on. Our next answer was from Kelp, another very loyal individual on our Discord. He has stuck around and is a very intelligent individual. And he says he's always wondered about math, and more specifically probability calculations and stuff, and how people make those bell curves with probability of an event occurring. What are bell curves? Because I do not even know. A bell curve is a common type of distribution for a variable, also known as the normal distribution. The term bell curve originates from the fact that the graph used to depict a normal distribution consists of symmetrical bell-shaped curve. The highest point on the curve, or the top of the bell, represents the most probable events in a series of data. Its mean, mode, and median in this case. While all other possible occurrences are symmetrically distributed around the mean, creating a downward sloping curve on each side of the peak. The width of the bell curve is described by its standard deviation. Okay, I just now read all that, but I still don't get it. Probability goes up, value goes right. Standard deviations from the mean. Okay, I am not about to do a math class in this video. I apologize, Kelp, but I am excited for you to dive into this and learn. I got a question for you, actually. Answer down below so we all, are informed here. So what are the bell curves used for in the, like describe with the probability of an event occurring? So like the probability of a hurricane happening, like that kind of event goes up like this, but then if this, say the hurricane does or doesn't happen, then the probability comes down. Or what? If you want, you could also refer me to the video so I could further indulge on what this means. I also wonder about lasers and how light can be focused into such a strong beam. Boom, we're gonna learn this together right now. How do you focus regular light to make it a laser beam? A laser beam is not just focused light. A laser beam is coherent light. Furthermore, you can't create a laser beam by cleverly focusing regular light, no matter how hard you try. You create a laser beam using stimulated emission. Stimulated emission is what causes the light in a laser beam to be coherent, and coherence is what makes a laser beam so much more useful than regular light. In fact, the word laser is actually an acronym that stands for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Laser. Well, oh my goodness. That's pretty cool. I didn't know laser was an acronym. I thought laser was an actual word. That is actually, the more you know. That's pretty cool. Laser amplification by stimulated emissions of radiation. I am not going to be able to remember that, but I will be able to remember that laser is an acronym. What is coherence? In the simplest picture, you can visualize a beam of light as a bundle of many little sine waves traveling through space. In this picture, coherence means that all the respective peaks of the various sine waves are lined up in space and continue to stay lined up as the waves travel. By the phrase lined up, we mean that if you were able to take a snapshot at a certain time of the different wave components in a light beam, you would find that all the first peaks are at the same location in space. All the second peaks are at the same distance, etc. Sorry, I lost my spot there for a second. In order for the peaks to stay completely aligned everywhere, a few things have to happen. The waves have to approximately the same wavelength. Have to be the same wavelength. I'm pretty sure is what they meant. Or maybe I'm just reading it wrong. I don't know. 2, the waves have to be in phase. 3, the waves have to be locally traveling in the same direction. 4, the waves have to be the same polarization. Well, There you go. Bless my nillies. Rest of the video, you guys get ponytail and arm. Alrighty, sauce. Moving on. Let's see. Lord Baal. Holy moly, man. I did not know you were still with us. And it's good to hear from you, though, Lord. And what interests you is the general function of nuclear reactors and why the 3 most popular reactor malfunctions happened, if you are still accepting ideas. Nuclear reactors are the heart of a nuclear power plant. I'm kind of excited to get to the part where the most 3 popular ones malfunctioned. Anywho, let's first learn what the nuclear reactors are. So they are the heart of a nuclear power plant. So is that what got messed up in Fukushima back in 2011? By the way, I was watching some of those videos back in the, not back in the day. I was watching it a couple days ago, and I remember watching it when it happened, but holy crap. Going back and watching them now, just it blows my mind how devastating the damage was. Anywho, they contain and control nuclear chain reactions that produce heat through a physical process called fission. I thought it was fusion. Fission? Am I saying it wrong? Is it fission? Fission? Fission. Ooh, fission. That heat is used to make steam that spins a turbine to create electricity. With more than 450 commercial reactors worldwide, including 94 in the United States, nuclear power continues to be one of the largest sources of reliable carbon-free electricity available. That's one of the things that I've always heard, is that it's carbon-free, unlike, fossil fuels. So it's nuclear power plants are actually good for the environment. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I want to be informed, not misinformed. Nuclear fission creates heat. Fission? God, how do you say that word? The main job of the reactor is to house and control nuclear fission, a process where atoms split and release energy. Like the atom bomb? Reactors use uranium for nuclear fuel. The uranium is processed into small ceramic pellets and stacked together into sealed metal tubes called fuel rods. Typically, more than 200 of these rods are bundled together to form a fuel assembly. A reactor core is typically made up of a couple hundred assemblies, depending on power level. Inside the reactor vessel, the fuel rods are immersed in water, which acts as both a coolant and moderator. The moderator helps slow down the neutrons produced by fission to sustain the chain reaction. Control rods can then be inserted into the reactor core to reduce the reaction rates or withdrawn to increase it. The heat created by fission churns the water into steam, which spins a turbine to produce carbon-free electricity. Hot diggity damn. That's so hot. So that's just steam that comes out of those things. Man, I remember when I was a kid seeing pictures of nuclear reactor with the steam coming out, or smoke or whatever, and they made it look like it was the cause of global warming. Bitch, that's just steam. I had no idea actually that nuclear power plants were sourced basically by water that is heated up into steam to turn a turbine and make electricity. That is fucking cool. I am not gonna lie, and I'm so down for nuclear reactors. Why the hell are we not using more of these? Holy crap. Not only that, but look how cool they are. I get that they could actually be really, really bad if something happened, like an earthquake, for example, or a tsunami. So we have to come up with ways where they don't cause a disaster, because they can definitely be devastating. Or like, what's the one that happened in Russia? Chernobyl? Yeah. My goodness. You still can't even go to that city. Nuclear power plant accidents listed and ranked since 1952. Damn, these things have been around for a little while, haven't they? Okay. Fukushima level 5 accident in Japan. Reactor shut down after the 2011 Sendai earthquake and tsunami. Failure of emergency cooling caused an explosion. Oh, is there a video of that? My goodness. Could you imagine? I hope there weren't people there. I hope they were able to evacuate everyone before it went kaboom. I don't know what the 3 most popular reactor malfunctions are. Chernobyl, level 7, Ukraine, USSR. Widespread health and environmental effects. External release of significant fraction of reactor core inventory. What does that even mean? That was back in 1986. My goodness. I don't remember when it happened because I wasn't alive, but I remember when I first heard about it. I did some research on it, and Russia didn't even want to, like, they like kind of tried to cover it up a little bit. They did try to cover it up. Okie dokie. Izzy from our Discord community says, I'm into K-pop and GDMS cars. Well, okay, so we're not going to be looking at K-pop, but what is a GDMS car? Okay. It's kind of a cool car. I know nothing about cars. Do not ever ask me to fix it for you because I will break it. Just kidding. I could change oil. I could change a tire. I could change an air filter. That's about as far as my car technicalities can go. I'm sure there's something else I could do, but I can't think of it right now. But I can't do that much. Sea Viper, another loyal member of our community over on Discord. She says she votes Bigfoot. Alright, we could do a little research into Bigfoot. Bigfoot. Fucking scary, man. Look at that. That guy's totally in a gorilla suit. So fake. But Bigfoot evidence. What, a big old nutsack hanging off a tree? No, I'm just kidding. What does Wikipedia have to say about Bigfoot? I mean, obviously, don't take everything you read off of Wikipedia or, I mean, anywhere, anything to heart or 100% for realsies. Okay? The best thing to do to come to your own conclusion of whatever it is you're looking into is do your own research and then come to your own conclusion based on the evidence that you come across. You know what I mean, jelly beans? Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch in Canadian folklore and American folklore, is an ape-like creature that is purported to inhabit the forests of North America. Supposed evidence of Bigfoot's existence is based on a number of disputed video recordings, audio recordings, photographs, visual sightings, casts of large footprints, etc. Some of these are speculated or known to be hoaxes. That is true. I remember they've came out with a few of them that were basically debunked and proven to be false, which obviously doesn't put a good name to the Bigfoot or Sasquatch if it is real. Sorry, I did it again. I was just reading from the thing without you guys even being able to see what I'm reading. You know, just letting you guys look at my face. Alright. I am so damn weird, and that is okay. Folklorists trace the figure of Bigfoot to a combination of factors and sources, including folklore surrounding the European wild man figure. What is that? We'll check that out in a sec. That's caught my attention. Folk belief among Native Americans and loggers, and a cultural increase in environmental concerns. Within the fringe subculture of cryptozoology, Bigfoot is considered a cryptid. However, the majority of mainstream scientists have historically discounted the existence of Bigfoot, considering it to be a combination of folklore, misidentification, and hoax, rather than a living animal. Well, by golly. Cryptozoology is a pseudoscience and subculture that aims to prove the existence of entities from the folklore records such as Bigfoot, the Chupacabra, or the Mokilimbe. Real word. Okay, so basically like a pseudoscience. Granted, there's no like actual video proof or picture proof of Bigfoot, but there's nothing really to disprove it either, right? So just like aliens, basically, you know, there hasn't been any real physical evidence. That is a lie, actually. If you guys are interested, we could dive into that in the next video. Well, I don't know. That could be disputed, I suppose. So anyways, just like aliens, though, you know, people say they've seen them, just like people say they've seen Bigfoot. People say it's real, just like people say Bigfoot's real. People say it's fake, just like people say Bigfoot's fake. So, I mean, who knows, right? You can't talk down to someone because they believe in Bigfoot when you believe in aliens. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. Description. Thousands of people have claimed to have seen a Bigfoot, which is commonly described as a large, muscular, bipedal ape-like creature, roughly 1.8 to 2.7 meters, 6 to 9 feet tall, covered in hair described as black, dark brown, or dark reddish. A pungent, foul-smelling odor is sometimes associated with reports of the creature as well. The enormous footprints for which the creature is named are claimed to be as large as 610 millimeters, 24 inches long, and 200 millimeters, 8 inches wide. Some footprint casts have also contained claw marks, making it likely that they came from known animals such as bears, which have 5 toes and claws. I feel like this would be disputed because there's no way a bear claw or a bear print is going to look anything like you know, a Bigfoot footprint. You know what I'm saying? Meh. How can you even use that as an argument? Let's look at Bigfoot claims. After what the Huffington Post described as a 5-year study of purported Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, DNA samples, but prior to peer review of work, DNA Diagnostics, a veterinary laboratory headed by veterinarian Melba Ketchum, issued a press release on November 24th, 2012, claiming they had found proof that Sasquatch is a human relative that arose approximately 15,000 years ago as a hybrid cross of modern Homo sapiens with an unknown primate species. Ketchum called for this to be recognized officially, saying that government at all levels must recognize them as an indigenous people and immediately protect their human and constitutional rights against those who would see in their physical and cultural differences a license to hunt, trap, or kill them. Failing to find a scientific journal that would publish their results, Ketchum announced on February 13, 2013 that their research had been published in the De Novo Journal of Science. The Huffington Post discovered that the journal's domain had been registered anonymously only 9 days before the announcement. This was the only edition of De Novo and was listed as Volume 1, Issue 1, with its only content being the Ketchum paper. Shortly after publication, the paper was analyzed and outlined by Sharon Hill of Doubtful News for the Committee of Skeptical Inquiry. Of course. Hill reported on the questionable journal mismanaged DNA testing and poor quality paper, stating that the few experienced geneticists who viewed the paper reported a dismal opinion of it, noting it made little sense. The Scientist magazine also analyzed the paper, reporting that geneticists who have seen the paper are not impressed. To state the obvious, no data or analyses are presented that in any way support the claim that their samples come from a new primate or human primate hybrid. Leonid Kurogliak of Princeton University told the Houston Chronicle, instead, analysis either come back to 100% human or fail in ways that suggest technical artifacts. The website for the De Novo Journal of Science was set up on February 4th, and there is no indication that Ketchum's work, the only study it has published, was peer-reviewed. Which, to my understanding, in the science community, the scientific community, peer reviews are actually pretty important before studies are published, because you got to have your peers basically agree on the scientific study as well, right? I mean, just because one person says something doesn't mean it's real. If you're presenting evidence of something that you're stating, and your peers review it and then they agree with it, then you came across something. Numerous plaster casts of alleged Bigfoot prints exist, and some of these casts have been studied by individuals such as fingerprint expert and former police crime scene investigator Jimmy Chilcutt. Chilcutt examined multiple casts of alleged Bigfoot footprints, and using his experience in dermatoglyphics, believes that some of these casts contain unique dermal ridges and even evidence of healed scars. Whoa. A body print taken in the year 2000 from the Griffith-Pinchot National Forest in Washington State, dubbed the Skookum cast, is also believed by some to have made by a Sasquatch that sat down in the mud to eat fruit left out by researchers during the filming of an episode of the Animal X television show. Skeptics believe the cast to have been made by known animals such as an elk. That's a joke, right? How in the hell is an elk going to make a footprint that is humanoid? Riddle me that, please. Please explain that to me. Explain how an elk footprint... By the way, you want to know what an elk footprint looks like? Well, I'm assuming it's the same as a deer's. A deer's footprint kind of looks like your two fingers right here, right? Elk footprint. Let's check it. Check it. Yeah, see? Kind of looks like the two fingers right here, right? How in the hell is this going to look like a freaking human foot? Riddle me that, please. Claims about the origins and characteristics of Bigfoot have also crossed over with other paranormal claims, including that Bigfoot, extraterrestrials, and UFOs are related, or that Bigfoot creatures are psychic, can cross into different dimensions, or are completely supernatural in origin. Other claims have been made linking the creatures to a religious origin, specifically that they are biblical Nephilim. I'm pretty sure the Nephilim are actually giants. Or are supposed to be giants, right? Which technically, I guess, Bigfoot could be considered a giant, right? Because they're taller than normal humans, from my understanding anyways. And also, by the way, you guys, giants, at least in the past, have been real. Don't believe me? Let me know. Believe me? Also, let me know. And if you guys are interested, let's make a video on it, right? How about this? All right, just let me know if you're interested in watching a video of us digging into giants. I mean, hey, where can it go, right? I'm just gonna say this though. I already have a good start of where we could start looking into giants. Sure, laugh now, but if you guys agree to this video and are interested in it, I think I might be able to change your guys' mind. So, is Bigfoot real? I do not know. It is possible, just like anything is possible. My sister definitely believes in Bigfoot. She used to live out in the sticks, let's call it, the woods, and literally her backyard was a forest. You could you get lost in there, you know, literally woods for miles and miles and miles. And a film crew who was working with I think Discovery Network or the Discovery Channel. Is that the one that has the Bigfoot TV show, or is that on a different channel? It was one of the popular channels, cable channels, that was making a show about Bigfoot. You know, they're looking for Bigfoot or whatever. And they asked my sister if they could, you know, go into the woods behind her house to do some filming. And they said that, you know, they came back to her and they said that they found really coarse, long, rough hair. And they sent it to a lab to have it tested to see if they could identify the animal that it came from. And they could not identify what animal that hair came from. It was like, I can't remember if they just couldn't identify where the hair came from, or if that hair, they have nothing like that in their database. Anyways, that's the video. I asked you guys in Discord your interests, likes, and whatnot. We covered them, and I want to thank you guys again for sticking around with me through my absentness. I really appreciate you guys. All of my subscribers, I just, for real, thank you guys for sticking around. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm really hoping, like, my job is always changing. I know I use that as an excuse a lot. My computer breaking down on me. There's just so many excuses I could use, but I really do like making videos. I really do like streaming, and I mean, I'm not gonna stream for a while because I just don't want to put that kind of load on my computer right now, but I do want to make videos, even if it's just videos like this for now. That is a-okay with me. You know, I don't want to make videos just because I feel like I have to make videos. I want to make videos that I want to make videos on, and I like talking about stuff, and I like knowing what you guys are interested in. So if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up, because that helps the YouTube algorithm, from what I hear anyways, and it'll get more exposure. And comment down below if you like this video, or if you didn't. You know, at the same time, if you didn't like the video, feel free to give it a thumbs down. That's okay too. You know, not everyone likes the same things. Anyways, comment down below your interests, and or just something you would like to see in the next video that is like this. And also, if you guys feel like my dive into these subjects weren't deep enough, please let me know, and we could do a deeper dive into some of these things. And yeah, that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure having you guys here. I'm happy I actually followed through with making a video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, I'll see you guys on the next video, and don't forget, I love you guys. And to leave you guys off on a happy note, or hopefully to make you laugh, here's a video of me twerking.